What if you've already lived some of the happiest days of your life and you didn't notice? Not because they weren't good, because they felt normal. Think about a random Tuesday from a few years ago. Nothing happened. You went to class or work. You came home. Maybe someone made dinner. The TV was on in the background. You didn't write it down. You didn't take a picture. You didn't think, remember this. You forgot it on purpose. Your brain did, anyway. But somewhere, in a version of your life a little further down the road, that exact day is one you give almost anything to have back. That's the strange part. The days we live the fastest are the ones we miss the most. Here's the thing about your brain. It has a habit most people never notice. It turns miracles into routines. The first night in a new apartment feels enormous. The first week with someone you love feels electric. And then, without asking permission, it all becomes normal. The apartment is just where you live. The person is just who you're with. Psychologists have a name for this: hedonic adaptation. It means your brain is built to return to a steady baseline, no matter how good or bad things get. And there's a reason for it. Your brain is expensive to run. Paying close attention takes energy. So once something is labeled safe, your brain stops spending resources on it. It moves on, looking for the next thing that might be new or dangerous or different. Which means the safest, warmest parts of your life are exactly the parts your brain has learned to ignore. Not because they don't matter, because they worked. You know the sound a refrigerator makes, that low hum in the kitchen? You don't hear it anymore, not because it stopped, because your brain filtered it out the moment it decided the sound wasn't a threat. Then one day the fridge shuts off, and in that half second of silence, you realize that sound was there the whole time. That's what happens with people too. Your mom's voice from the kitchen, your dog waiting by the door every single afternoon, like it's never seen you before. A friend who always picks up the phone. Your brain stopped hearing them a long time ago, not out of coldness, out of familiarity. We don't lose things because they weren't valuable. We lose them because we stopped noticing they were still there. Here's something that might explain a feeling you've had. Why does high school look better in your memory than it felt while you were living it? Part of it is called the fading affect bias. The boring parts, the annoying parts, the waiting around parts, they fade first. What survives is the warm stuff, the laughing in the hallway, the car rides, the Friday nights that felt like nothing at the time. And memory itself isn't a recording. It's more like a story you keep quietly rewriting. Every time you remember something, you're not replaying it. You're reconstructing it using how you feel right now. So the past isn't lying to you exactly. It's just been edited by a kinder version of you, which means the present never stood a chance of feeling as good as the memory of it eventually will. There's a strange category of memory that doesn't get talked about enough. The ordinary ones. A boring summer afternoon with nothing to do. Sitting in a parked car with a friend not saying much, just being there. Rain against the window while you waited for someone to pick you up. At the time, these days had no name. They weren't special. They were just Tuesday. But looking back, they weren't empty. They were unstructured. No responsibility. No performance. No one needing anything from you. Just safety and time and someone beside you. That combination is rare. It doesn't feel rare when you're 18. It feels like nothing. By the time you understand what it was, it's already a memory. If any part of this is starting to feel a little too familiar, that's kind of the point of this channel. If it's helping, consider subscribing. It just means more people find their way here. There's an uncomfortable reason behind all of this, and it goes back further than psychology. It goes back to evolution. Imagine an early human who finally got enough food, felt content, and decided to just stay, relax, enjoy it. They wouldn't have survived long. Contentment doesn't protect you. Restlessness does. So nature didn't design you to notice when things are good. It designed you to keep moving, keep scanning, keep wanting. Somewhere in you is the wiring of every ancestor who never fully settled, because the ones you didn't make it. Which means the emptiness you feel on a good day isn't a personal flaw. It's a few 100,000 years old. Here's a thought experiment worth sitting with. Imagine yourself at 90, on your last day, and somehow you're given one wish, to go back and live exactly one ordinary day from your past. Not a birthday, not a vacation, just a normal Tuesday. Dinner with your family, a messy bedroom, a boring car ride home. That version of you wouldn't see it as boring. They'd see the noise of the house as music, the annoying commute as a gift, the forgettable dinner as the whole point. Somewhere out there, that's still you, just later. And right now, today, you're the youngest you'll ever be again. Whatever this year looks like, awkward, uncertain, unfinished, it's already someone's good old days. You just haven't left them yet. We tend to think our life is built from the big moments. Graduations, trips, milestones. But those are just the roof. The actual structure, the thing holding everything up, is made of the days you don't remember individually. The 1,000 ordinary dinners, the drives with the radio on, the nights you fell asleep on the couch before the movie ended. You won't remember most of it specifically, but it's the reason everything else stood. So maybe the point was never to catch every ordinary day before it passed. Maybe you don't have to notice a moment for it to count. Maybe some of your best days are happening right now, quietly, without asking for your attention at all. And one day, without meaning to, you'll miss this one too.